gentlemen, my name is Aaron, or XXB and this is a different format of my video. Usually I have my hand stuck to the camera. This time the camera a little bit distant from me, so it's more like a commercial type, more professional presentation. And as you know very well, the past few days have been very difficult for me, and there's a lot going through my mind right now, and I have I'm juggling with what I'm doing with my sister every single day, taking care of her, and unfortunately getting a lot of this, as you see right there, a discoloration right there that tells you a little bit about me and my single player campaign and what I'm all about, what I'm doing right now. And it's just one of those things where it's really hard to put it into words, because I'm doing this on top of trying to be a hero for Mr. Sam Hauser, Rockstar Games, and Mr. Leslie Bent. He's building Rocket Boy games with Grand Theft Auto 6 and everywhere, respectively. And at this point, I've conjured up a Grand Theft Auto 6 concept, which I'm creating my own concepts in a way. Basically, I'm trying to expand beyond Grand Theft Auto 5. All the brands that are there right now, like for Captain Crunch cereal, and like this right here, Old Spice deodorant, or not deodorant, but body spray. It's just like things of that nature. And what I'm trying to do ultimately is be a hero. And it's very frustrating to me, because I'm just not sure if this is being acknowledged, if what I'm doing is being, fully recognized to the fullest, because, there's only like, one, two, three, 4, 5 people that, are hitting my content, and not understanding that, I believe I'm a true hero in the shadows, hero from the shadows, and I'm bringing this amazing revolution. Now, people have done this over and over before. Content creators have done it before, news media outlets have done it before, but I'm doing it in a way that is very distinguished, and trying to see if I can shake history's hand after it's all said and done. And as we know very well, there are rumors that are just circling all around, and I just think they're just going to keep reshaping, respinning until like 2024, 2025. Hopefully it will be earlier than that. But you've been seeing the frames of my story, and it's the thing where it's like, kind of like Driver San Francisco, where everything's running parallel to each other, because the only way forward is forward, and that's what I try to tell my sister. Every way forward is forward. But there is a major plot twist that is coming along with this if you're not seeing it yourself, and it's coming from me. That's why I call myself an architect of ambition, because I am conjuring up my own type of marketing campaign, advertising campaign, which I call marketing on wheels, and all those the everywhere who's stuck in my vehicle, spinning my wheels, trying to get the word out every single day, get eyes turned towards it, get the jaws, get the jaws to drop. But that pardon me, that's what I'm on about right now. But to me, it's very frustrating, and sizably, mildly disappointing, because I don't feel like I'm being recognized for this. And I'm doing everything I can, because I'm assistant paid caretaker. As I said before, this is what to get paid. This is what I get used to every single day, or week. Torn up by my sister's PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. There's a little bit more. It's not there right now, but it's on that arm too. Oh wait, that right there. You can't see that. See that arm discoloration right there, because basically I've been bit so many times, severely, by my sister, because of around this time she becomes really excitable and aggressive and tactile. And you can't. As much as you try to tame her, you can't tame her, because she does what she wants to do. And when she hears no, she thinks that's a synonym for yes. And she's the boss, she's the judge, and what she says goes. And sadly, she's been asserting her violence to make sure that in this form, biting, pinching, predominantly biting, to get her way. You know, I'm trying to get her into a shared living environment, but then what happens is when this job goes, you know, my cash flow goes, my buck goes, and I have to take it up with Social Security, and that's quite a pain in the rear end. You know, and my sister's out there right now, and she's just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm trying to control her, and I can't control her, and it's terribly sad because I have to raise my voice to her. I put a charge to my voice because, you know, that's the only way that she understands that, you know, I mean business. Because you can't get to her when she gets in this mold, this space, you can't get to her, and, you know, she just does what she wants to do. You know, she's a social worker, you know, and she comes and visits, you know, every Monday and Wednesday and Friday, gives her a shower and fresh up there and grooming and all that. You know, I take care of that, sometimes she takes care of that. But, you know, she's more inclined to behave better for social work than she is for me because she sees me every single day. You know, 24/7. You know, this has been a major growth experience for us since, you know, what happened with my father back in 2019, passed from acute cardiac arrest. And my mother was previously my sister's caretaker. She basically failed in that she became married to psychosis, and she was a soulmate of my father. They loved each other dearly, and it affected her. It struck her down. She couldn't pick herself back up. She had a 5-month stint in hospital back in 2020, and she didn't take life seriously. She didn't take her job seriously, and she lost it. And I took over, and ever since officially, like 16th, 17th of October last year, I've been officially a paid caretaker. So, you know, it's been a year. Excuse me, it's been a year since last year. It's 2021. And, you know, there's just so much going on, and I'm trying to prove that you don't have to be a socialite. You don't have to be somebody a big one. You don't have to be somebody behind a, you know, like Frame or TikTok or something like that to be classified, to be branded, to be kinged as a true hero from the shadows, in the shadows. That's why I've adopted, you know, one of my little, you know, promos for everywhere. You know, I'm saying everywhere, you know, the pulse of ambition, that's a little slogan I'm going with there. I've had that ever since I, you know, really started getting seriously into this and marketing everywhere. I've said that, you know, it's, what have I said? So I've said so much. My apologies, I can't, there's so much going through my mind right now. I can't, difficult for me to focus. You know, I have to watch my health, my heart rate, and, you know, fortunately it's good with my sister, but, you know, I'm running all over the place. But it's life, you know, this is life, this is reality, it's real talk. And it's not always clear cut, it's not always, you know, it's jumbled up. And you have to make sense of, you know, confusion. You have to make sense of what you can't make sense of. You have to do it like that. And that's hard to do. I turned 31 at the end of this year. My sister turns 26 in the end of June. And my mother turns 52 next month. You know, there's a lot going on. I can't take care of my car. I mean, the car's not my name. It should be in my name. This is my mother's name. Everything's through my mother, through a credit union. I can't touch it. I can't do a darn thing until she makes a move. She doesn't want to make a move. She doesn't want to make a move because she's stuck in her psychosis ways. Talking about God, Jesus, no, there's nothing wrong with that per se, but it's distracted her from being her. She's no longer her. She's gone. She's far gone. She took off. And in the wake, there's this destruction. In my house, and there's a video. I haven't posted it yet, I haven't posted it. I'm taking pictures. The last time I was at my house, and it's just torn up. You walk in my rear entrance into my kitchen, and it's all there waiting for you. Holes and dents and cuts and everything. And you know, we had a gazebo. And it's partially my fault because I didn't take it down. But it couldn't sustain all the snow, the heavy wet snow, so it just collapsed and broke. And I broke down. I was heartbroken. I apologized to my dad right from there. I said, I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. He said, love that. He loved that. He said, you know, we didn't even ever have to go anywhere. We could stay right here in our backyard. That was our vacation destination because in our backyard we had all these trees, and there was this one leaf on the tree that kind of swung back and forth like a pendulum. And my father said, it's waving at us. It's waving at us. And every time it would do that, and he loved that. You could say it was, you know, synchronicity. It was a sign. I'm definitely a believer in synchronicity because, I've been doing, what I'm doing with Grand Theft Auto 6 and everywhere. I just think it's going to be, it's going to be good for my future. The question is, when is that going to happen? I've been putting out these numbers, okay? I started, it was $10 billion, $1 billion, $5 billion, $10 billion, 2030, 50, I went up to $2 trillion, I dropped it down to $85 billion. I'll give you some water and drink it, my dear, okay? But you need to be a nice girl, be calm and collected, and don't bang on anything or be destructive, okay? You need to treat this space with respect. Respect private property. And I tell her that all the time. Because, she's been so difficult. She's banging, not only banging all over me, hurting me, but she's banging on the doors here in the hotel room. And, we're staying here in a hotel. We stayed here since, now it's been until, this month's going to be almost 5 months. Truly unbelievable. 6 months away from home. By my 31st birthday, the 29th. 6 months away from home. 5 months living up here in this space. This video is up to 11 minutes 26 seconds right now. But I just, give you a little bit more professional perspective as opposed to just doing it the self-portrait orientation, doing it like this, with the camera in front of you. But that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm doing right now. And, I'm hoping that I'm going to be a major hero. Because, sit down there. Because I'm doing so much. The question is it enough? People are noticing, people are noticing it here around town, around this vicinity, and they're saying, I want to invest in your company, and they ask questions about everywhere, and that's wonderful. Because everywhere is a concept in itself. I'm just revolutionizing. It was a concept at first. The original artist basically built a Rockaway games. They made it a certain way. I came along as an artist and I revolutionized it. And I put it on my card. I'm trying to help Mr. Benson and his team. At the same time, I'm trying to help Mr. Hauser and his team as well. Rockstar Games. Which is why we Grand Theft Auto 6. It's a concept now. As you've seen, I've started taking in-game, real brands and rocksizing them, if you will. Like I said, Old Spice and Captain Crunch cereal and, Android and all that. My goal is to just, help out the community as much as I can. Try to be a hero, get out of this life. Because there's no other way to get out of it. It's not. Minimum wage doesn't do anything. It sucks. Nobody likes that. I have a job right now. My job is my sister. That's my pride, my passion. That was my father's pride. That's my pride. He wasn't a caretaker. My mother was, but that was his job. Whatever job he had, my sister was top of mind all the time. All the time. He loved doing what he did. He wanted to do more of it. He wanted to do more for us, and he definitely wanted to do it for me. Hold on, honey. Yes. Very soon, okay? I'll be out very soon. I'll take care of that for you, okay? Well, you can be much more nicer when you say that, because when you talk like that, honey, nobody's going to want to help you. Just that attitude. It's been the most severe, intense this month of any month that she's had it. Yes, you're going to have water, okay? I don't know because I have this hooked on here if I can open this door or not. Let's see if I can. No, don't swing the door open. I have here.
Did she have some water?
Yes. You're a nice girl, you're nice girl. Like you're not going to put your hands on anybody, okay? There you go. So you can take this back to the computer desk. I'll see you. Okay, you can go ahead. I'll see you a little bit later. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Step outside. Step outside. Okay, step outside. Outside. Step outside. Outside. Thank you, my dear. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. Go ahead. Go back to the desk and just relax and drink your water. The more water you drink is very, very good.
Can we TV?
Maybe later, okay? Go ahead. Step outside. I will see you in a little while, okay? Daddy loves you very much, and I love you very much, honey, but you need to behave yourself, and you need to be a better listener. As you can see right there, that's an example. You know, when she comes in here in this bathroom, you know, it becomes more difficult for her. She just can't get out of her own way, and she can't focus. There's something about this bathroom that completely stimulates her. It's just in the walls, and the colors, the sights, the sounds, the colors. And when she gets in that mode, you can't get her out. You try to pull her out, but she just won't budge. And you know, she wants to have it her way. That's what she resorts to the violence. And it's very, very sad because she's a precious, wonderful soul, and it's not her. It's not her at all. She goes through this. It's like, I want to get out of it, and she never gets out of it. The longest it's ever lasted is 3 weeks. Usually it's that she's out of it by 2 weeks. It's about almost 2.5 weeks now. But, you know, like I said, that's real life. That's real life. It happens. That's courtesy of Pizza Hut, by the way. Pizza Hut's delicious. And that's another thing, you know, I've been worried about my health because I've been, you know, just kind of not snacking, but scavenging pizza. I mean, pizza. Now they're like Little Caesars, but you know, pizza all over the place. It's just been really, really comforting. You know, I have my sister's health in check. She's healthy while I'm wise. But now I have to worry about myself. How's my blood pressure? How's everything? Because I'm putting so much on myself. And that's what, you know, our doctor recommended that I get a checkup too. And, you know, see how I'm doing. Of course, I'm hesitant because blood pressure. You know, you don't want to hear a wrong number when you panic. And that's not good for your heart. But certainly we've been able to, this video's been able to make some sense. I know it's been all over the place, but you know what? That's just me. That's reality. I'm all over the place right now. You know, I've been able to make sense of my father's passing. I've accepted that. I've been able to make sense. Well, not that I wanted to, but make sense of my mother and her psychosis. I've been able to make sense of, well, pretty much Alyssa's condition, my sister's condition as well. Not that I want her to go through with that. I wish she didn't have to. He's the most wonderful soul you ever did see. I'd say he's a treasure. She's a pleasure. She's a treasure, a delight, you know, one of God's children. I give these speeches to her every single day, sometime during the day, before she retires for the evening. Just want her to know everything's going to be good, everything's going to be okay, no matter how much she tears me up. I'm always going to love her. Of course I am. It's just, it's a sad pain where there's a pain. But I do thank you very much for watching this video. It's, you know, it was a little bit different. It's going to be different with producing content. It's not, I mean, you've seen this before. It's a blog, you know, this blog, I would like to say that this blog means business. And it's something completely different that I want you to see. See that we are the pulse of vision. We are converting to virtual reality simulation. We're going from physical atmosphere to, you know, a virtual ecosystem. And everything's coming there with us. And you know, the PlayStation Virtual Reality 2 has been launched, you know. It's amazing. You know, you're going to have IR tracking in both your eyes, and you know, you have the controllers and all of that. You'll get used to that. Let's release the stress off my shoulders. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a fantastic day, a wonderful day. Continue to have a great new year. Remember not to hug your loved ones, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but all the time. Be about your mission, be about it. Okay? You can stay dedicated, stay devoted, stay hungry. Be chasing that grail, no matter what. Because your loved ones need you as much as you need them. I am XXB or Aaron. It's my pleasure to bring this content and help out Bill Rockaway Games and Rockstar Games, respectively. I'll see you when I post another video. Take care, have a fantastic day. Be well, be safe.